to walk in power is that you must live a holy life. To walk in the power of God, listen, you will frustrate the power of God if you are not living a holy life. If you want to walk in the full power of God, you must remain holy. The word holy means to be set apart. Set apart, consecrated. That's the actual meaning of the word holy. Set apart for the master's use. Put aside for the master's use. So if you have a holy man of God, holy garments, it means that or holy, whether it's an artifact, holy communion, holy anointing oil, anything that is holy means that it has been set apart for the master's use. There's a place where we come into where now you don't sin. As you are living a holy life, you don't lie, you don't backbite, you don't commit idolatry, you don't do all those things. There's a place for that. But the first instance when we are talking about holiness, it means something that is consecrated, set apart for God. Set apart for God. That's why God wants you to be set apart. So holiness means to be set apart. And so to walk in the power of God, you must be set apart. That's why when Jesus was sending the disciples into the town to go and heal the sick, raise the dead, he told them that when you go, do not greet anyone or talk to anyone. Don't involve yourself in anything, because you are being set apart for an assignment. And for you to be able to fulfill that assignment, you must be holy, you must be consecrated, set apart. Don't involve yourself in certain conversations and certain greetings and things that will dwindle or will flash out the power of God that's at work in you. For those of you who are in the healing ministry, you will know this. The moment you begin to speak a lot, especially after you have received of God, you realize that anointing, that presence begins to leave. You are in a place of prayer, worship, you have received of the fullness of God. The moment you begin to live, and then now you are talking to people, maybe God has told you don't talk to anyone. You begin to talk, have certain conversations, chatting and all kinds of things. You see that now that power begins to leave you. It's a spiritual thing. That's why Jesus said that the words that I speak to you, they are spirit and they are life. Listen, one of the ways to lose spiritual power is to enter into ungodly conversations. The moment you begin to speak, power leaves you. That's why for so many of you, sometimes God does not want you to engage in certain conversations. So to walk in the power of God, number one, you must pray earnestly. Number two,